Hello everybody, what is going on today? Buddy Blackford here, and I have another awesome Photoshop CS6 tutorial for you today. And we're going to learn about the indexed color mode, and I'm going to help you understand it a little bit. So the indexed color mode can be found when you go to image mode, and then there's a set here called indexed color. And it pops up and it gives you some options that you can work with. And good to note that there is a preview button here to check off if you want to preview the different settings that you've been selecting. So a little bit about indexed color mode before we get into it. It has two advantages. It creates images as small as like grayscale, so not a huge file size, and you get color instead of just shades of gray. So there's a bunch of different options here where you can select how many colors you want. 256 is the most that you can put in the index color mode. So you can't get like millions of colors like with RGB or CMYK, but you can get a decent amount here. Now, why would you want to use index color mode? Well, it's good for images that are displayed on web pages or ones that are used in like if you're making graphics for like a PowerPoint presentation or something like that. So like anything computer generated, like computer generated presentations and things like that. So just remember that the drawback is you can have only up to 256 colors. You get to actually choose the colors that you want. So there's a couple presets here, and then if you want to, you can come to custom colors and you can use these different colors here. See, like this stuff here. So that's how you can select your colors there. So let's get a little bit into what's going on with these options. So we've got our palette here. It's got a bunch of different sets of colors here. We've got web, which is going to give you the web colors. You got local selective. Not totally sure what all of these mean because I don't use this that often, but if you're going to like test them out, you can always check with the preview button here before you actually apply the index color mode. So you can just like go through and look to see what you want. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of different stuff that's going on here. So colors here, you can control your color. Forced here means it forces what's called a lookup table, and that's a group of like colors that you have selected that Photoshop uses to create the index color based upon. So you can force it to use like all the web colors here, which there's 216 web save colors. You can have it use those. You can or have it save those. What it does is it holds a specific color. So if you choose black and white, then it's going to hold black and white, pure black and pure white, and that makes the blacks and whites more richer. So more richer, that's not what you're supposed to say, but you guys get the idea. So then there's primaries here, which is red, green, blue, cyan, magenta, yellow, black, and white. And then you've got web, which was the 216, and then you got custom, where you can pick your own that you want. So the next thing we got here is transparency checkoff, and it's going to preserve the transparent areas of the image if you have some in there. And there's no transparent parts of the image in this picture, so we don't have to worry about that in this one. But if you do, then click on this to preserve the transparency. Now come down here into the options, we've got matte, and what this does is it fills any transparent spots in your image with a specific color. So you can go to custom and pick the color, or you can pick from these couple presets that you have here. Netscape gray, that's a new one that I haven't heard of. Oh well, never use it. We've got dither here, and this pretty much blends in the image, the colors of the image a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on none real quick and put this to web. All right, and now if I click and unclick the preview button, you can see that this is what the dither with none has on it. If I go to diffusion here, you can see that it blends it in a little bit better. Here's pattern, and then our noise here, and they're just different methods here of blending in, and usually diffusion is pretty good. We've got our amount here, and that's the amount of dither that you're going to use. So let's put this at 100% and see what that looks like. So that's 100%, and let's make sure it's, make sure it's going on. And then let's put this down to like 15%. Oh, I hit 21 instead of 15, but here's 21%. So you can see like the difference going on there. I'm gonna put it back to 75 because that's what I like on this one. And then you got the checkbox for preserve exact colors, and that's basically, you pretty much always want to have that checked. It selects the checkbox, or you select the checkbox to hold the color measurements in the lookup table. So I would pretty much always have that checked. So hit OK, and your image changes into something like this. So that's what the index color mode looks like. You can tell it's like a little grainy and everything like that. It's trying to keep all the colors in the images with only 256 colors. So remember that this photo had millions of colors in it, and now it's dropped down to 256. And Photoshop does its best to keep all the detail that it can in there. It looks like it did a very good job over here with the hair and like on the bracelets and things like that. So, and this has a really small file size, and can be used in web images and like PowerPoint presentations. So just remember that, and that's all I want to teach you about on the index color mode. So thanks for watching this one, and I hope you guys can use this information on your next project. Thanks everyone, have a good day.